another week. It's hard to believe that we've done this for 2 weeks. Times fly. I looked up this morning and Coach Myra picked a great topic this morning because I thought, what a better way to end your Friday and go into the weekend than the word happy. Right. Happy. And you know, what's so funny about picking words? I don't know if you've ever done this before. I love the fact, this was actually Coach Myra Miles' idea and Andrea Rosser's idea to pick a word. But when you really zero in on a word, even like the word happy, we're like, happy? Come on, I know that word. Zero in on it. And so that's what I want to do this morning as we kick it off. And I know it's blessed my day already. So thanks, Coach, for picking this word. But, you know, the definition of it is a feeling of showing pleasure or contentment. And I think most of us would already know that. You would already be able to say that definition of happy. But I even dug a little deeper into the synonyms of happy. But I did, and here's what I challenge you to do, April, this morning. Just like I did, I thought about me, okay? The synonyms. Think about yourself over this past week. Could we say this about you? So I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm going, could I say this about Brent Palmer this week? On the word happy. Have I been cheerful? Have I been delightful? These are all synonyms of happy. Have I been delightful? Ecstatic, maybe. Glad? Joyful? Have I been lively? Have I been peaceful? Have I been pleasant? There'll be a lot of people say no. Have I been pleased? Have I been thrilled? Have I been upbeat? Have I been blessed? That was some self-reflection on myself this past week, because some of those, the answer was no. Some of those for me, the answer was no for this week. And I wrote down 5 things to consider that creates happiness. And I was thinking about this, and I actually looked back at some of my notes on this word, on this talking about happiness, and it said 5 things. If we would go through our week and challenge ourselves, we would be more happy. If we would go through our week and be more generous, give more, we would be more happy. If we would go through our week and be more grateful, we would be happier people. If we would go through our week and train our mind, Coach Myra does an amazing job training her mind every morning. And hopefully that's what this is we're all together training our mind. If we went through each week, if we went through the week smiling more, we would be a happier person. And then I'm going to leave you with this before I turn it over to Coach. I made a list of 8 things that I believe I've witnessed in my lifetime of 44 years that I see happy people doing. I look across at you and I see smiling faces when I get here, and you don't know what that does for me. But in my lifetime, looking at happy people, one of the things, the number one thing I see happy people do is, and you're going to find it just like the top 5, they give. Happy people give. The second thing they do is they avoid drama. I see them staying away from drama. I see them being grateful. The third thing, grateful. The fourth thing, they look on the bright side of things. They'll make lemonade out of lemons. They value relationships. They cultivate many different parts of their life, meaning they value work, but they also have hobbies. They have hobbies, but they also self-develop. They cultivate many different parts of their life. They don't focus on material things. They're bigger than that. And they follow their passion. And that's just things I've observed in my 44 years of looking at other people that I deem as being a very happy person or people. And those are the things that I really say about them when I look at them. So I hope this added value to you. I know it did to me. I'm going to turn this over to Coach Myra. Thanks, Myra, for the word today. You're muted, Myra. I'm sorry, Coach. You're muted.
Okay, hold on just a second. I meant to do this before you started. Y'all are learning about me, but I'm a huge fan of music. So it only is fitting to start this morning with this song. Y'all know this song, I know.
I see her. Yeah, here we go. I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy I'm alone. If you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy I'm alone.
Okay, that's it. Anyway, I love music. I love Pharrell. You know, I love everything but the head banging music. So there you've learned something about me. My favorite movie ever, The Sound of Music. So anyway, now let's talk about happy a little bit more. Great job, Coach Palmer. You know, again, I try to start, I say this every day, I try to give you some points. Let me start with turn that frown upside down. Have you ever noticed that people tend to gravitate toward the folks with a sunnier disposition? You walk in a room, you see people that are happy, you know, people gravitate to that. Have you also noticed that people that are frowning, they create all this negative energy and it'll drive people away? I mean, that's two extreme examples right there. Happy people are inspired people, not jealous. A happy person isn't jealous of people with big cars, titles, or bigger jobs. It just doesn't work that way. A happy person uses that success that they see from other people, and instead of being jealous, it drives them to work more toward their own individual goals. You know, another thing, happy people, you don't play the blame game. Happy people take control of the current situation and take responsibility for their own successes or failures. Happy people and unhappy people get stressed. You know, I'm all bubbly, and I like to think I'm bubbly most of the time, but have I ever been unhappy? Absolutely. I'll throw a good fit, or I'll throw a good Spring Valley fit, as my grandmother used to say, and I get unhappy. We're all human. But, you know, I then choose to flip it back over to get on the happy side. One thing to do is to just get busy, exercise, and do something to help relieve that stress. Happy people forgive and forget. By forgiving, you're simply able to move on. You leave the negative vibes behind. You know, a lot of people have a hard time with that. They really, really do. My last 3 points are very short, but I think pretty profound. Happy people do not live in the past. You live life. This is one of my favorite sayings right here. Is you live life, or you should live life. We should live life looking through the windshield and not the rearview mirror. Always look forward, look ahead. Happy people are thankful. I mean, just when you hear the word thankful, does your mind not immediately go to some things that you're very thankful for? Happy folks build and work off of a foundation of optimism. And my last point is happy people always can see the silver lining. Doesn't matter what situation it is, happy people can always find a silver lining if they look hard enough. So I encourage you to always choose happiness when you can. Are we going to always be happy? No. But there is going to be an opportunity the next time you get upset about something that makes you unhappy that you can focus. That's when you reach out to people that can possibly help you overcome whatever has you down. That's when we try to help and suggest We try to give our happiness to others. And relationships, that's it. Relationships are going to make you or break you in your happiness world. Anyway, everybody have a great day. And wow, what a beautiful day here in North Alabama. I hope that everybody has a great weekend, and try not to go too stir crazy with this coronavirus. I'm about to pull my hair out, but I'm hanging in there.
You're choosing happiness. You're choosing happiness.
You better believe it, buddy.
Guys, thank y'all so much for this week. I mean, truly thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So many people, I'm going to say it again. Follow Coach Myra Miles on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Just her messages every day will uplift you. Feel free to follow me across social media. And thank you for the text and the emails this week. You do not know how much those have meant in my life. And I just want you to know on this Friday that I am happy.
Yeah.
I'm super grateful for you in my life, in our life. So thank you. We'll see you back here on Monday, guys. Have a great Wednesday.
Thank y'all. Have a great day.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Have a great weekend. Thank y'all.
Bye.